So I be trying to stay woke. So I tell them little old ladies and them old men who are in the choir, I be like, y'all, we finna turn up. And they be looking at me like, what is he talking about? Then we have to set the atmosphere for the pastor.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I get the church lit. So now everybody start praising God. Yeah, everybody gotta get in the spirit. So I get up and start praising God. And I look at the keyboard player and I do like this one. And he'll start playing the keys. And then one person run around the church. After a while, the whole church be on fire. That's what I used to do though.
Did he just say run around the church?
Yeah, we ran around the church.
Oh.
That was our thing at Titus Harvest Dome. We ran around the church because in heaven, it's circular.
The Holy Ghost
like that. I thought that was ridiculous. Why are you running around the church?
Because you
unorganized.
You got to praise God.
I grew up on that too, so
I run around the church. I
grew up with the
ushers
running around the church and get his shoes off and all
you
that.
Praise God.
I know all that, but running around
you got the Holy
church?
Ghost?
Yeah, ain't no organization that praising God. Sometimes you got to get a little ugly. You got to get a little disorganized. You know, got to break
a little bit.
Please let's not talk about religion, because
that's not religion.
Okay.
I told you I just said dope. How can I'm a I'm a religious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
mean nothing.
Yes, to do religion is like you doing the same thing over and over. You know what I'm saying? It's like you pray 3 times a day. You go to church. You pay your tithes. You can't be religious if you like go to clubs.
That's why you say you so
spiritual. He's
spiritual.
spiritual.
I just said
He's
spiritual.
He's spiritual.
I want to talk about religion with you.
Yeah, we're not gonna fight again. This one. But I mean, it's like kind of like you know, one of those situations where you know everybody got their own little thing that they do.
Just like,
that's not in line with everything else.
Yeah.
Too.
Just like the lady who, when she got forgiven, she would have a bigger praise because she had more sins she had been forgiven for.
Oh, so that's what you going for? That's what he going for. He got more sins to be forgiven. Now that makes sense.
That's how I be. Now some people ain't been through nothing, so they just not been through a whole bunch. When you been through life and death situations, you know, walk away from it, it's like
he piling up his sins so that he can be forgiven.
You know, she's piling up.
Okay,
I'm trying to do right. I'm trying to be good.
I'm trying to do right.
It's hard now. That's a lot of temptation.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you at every event with half naked women, and that's, you know what I'm saying, that's probably temptation because you kind of put yourself there.
I'm trying to create generational wealth.
I feel like whoever a person worships, whoever they answer to at the end of the day, should just accept them for who they are, because we're all human. So for you, you had stated something as if, you know, you can't, you're not accepted because of your past or because of what you used to do. Yeah. But I feel like if whoever you worship, you know, whoever you give praise to, you know, they should accept
they
who you are.
They forget that. I'm just saying that, like, when you say religious, a lot of real religious people, they like hold it in now. They say they don't sin, they don't do anything wrong. Yeah. But I'm the type of person, I admit the things I do wrong and say that the things, not saying that it's all right to keep doing wrong, but I'm just saying you admit and I believe in Christ, so that's what believe who will redeem me for my wrong when I believe in him. And it's something I'm asking him to make me better every day. So I ain't never gonna be perfect, but I'm trying to constantly get better.
All right, I guess it's my time, huh?
It's your time.
All right, okay.
Boss lady.
So everybody is here because we all got a history. I've been knowing Joyce forever. I know her since she was, you know, working with her and her plays and stuff. Kimmy got about 15 years in. Now this one I just met, but it seemed like we've known each other forever. But I was that person who always had ideas, always had, you know, like visions. But I never could get the right gel of people together, you know what I'm saying, to push it through. So this actually kind of was birthed out of another project that Kim and I are on. And we were sitting there talking at the table at my house, and I was like, oh yeah, it's people who need to hear about all this stuff. It's a little bit more raw than what we were doing, but you know what I'm saying? Like the whole goal is to be able to reach as many people as possible. And I don't care what level, religion, you know, success, you know, people got these things that they're trying to do. They're working on their projects. They might not have, know how to network. They might not know how to, get themselves out there. So I'm kind of like that person that can kind of connect the people together. Yeah. So that's kind of how I ended up here. And we were talking last night about just things that kind of just get left on the table and it just be shelved all because you don't have the right mix of people. So I'm grateful for this opportunity because everybody at this table got different personalities, but they still had that drive to want to actually do what it is that they know they're called to do. And that's pretty much, my little thing. I'm just here. I'm the organizer. That's all. I'm the organizer, but we did get a lot of DM questions when we put the show up there, and just wanted to kind of address a little bit. Somebody wrote in and said, everybody doing podcasts. What makes us different from everybody else's podcast? Anybody want to chime in on that?
We more turn than other podcasts. we address issues that people need to hear, and then we get raw when we need to get raw. Mm-hmm. And then plus we got all women in one guy though, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
different points of view.
Yeah, different points of view. And then then we're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Atlanta. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? And we got people from Jacksonville here.
Yeah, they travel, what I'm saying? They traveling back and forth just to, what I'm saying?
Just to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Then it's positive at the end of the day, you know what I'm talking about? Because some podcasts could probably be negative.
Right. Yeah.
We all come from a different background. Everyone has a story, and all of our stories are different.
Yeah.
So, it's all going to come out as we grow together and, get to know each other a little bit better.
Yeah. I like the part, it's like, I like the alter egos of everybody.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Misha's yet, but I'm sure I saw a little bit of it last night over the phone when she was talking to our cameraman. I'm like, oh, okay. She can get a little aggressive.
I have many.
Okay.
I have many. I ain't gonna lie. I want to come out at night.
When they come out at night?
What's
the one that come out at night? Tell us about that one.
Yeah.
She might be party girl.
Her name April.
Okay.
April?
Oh,
all right.
Her name April, yeah. I went to Peaches last night.
What is Peaches?
That's a strip club. When I tell you.
In Atlanta?
Oh, that's the hood, no?
Oh, okay.
Listen, I had to get up out of there. Those strippers, they weren't liking it. Because I was, how many drinks I had? That's it. Time to go.
Time to go.
Time to go. Because I'm taking their money.
That's down the street from Magic City. Down the street from Magic City? Downtown?
She might not know. She might not know.
It's around the corner from Kiss.
That's less like $3 to get in?
No.
They probably went up.
No, it was actually nice in the inside.
For real?
Yeah, they was doing more than I ain't gonna.
Well,
I ain't gonna do Jacksonville like that. Jacksonville alright, but I don't know. It was just a little different last night. Like them girls, it was like teamwork. Like they here to get their money and they gon'
by any means necessary.
By any means, like they gon'
it's all business for them. Like
it's all business. They not. You can tell they even if they are in the back in the locker room hating on each other, you won't see that on the stage.
Yeah, but you're right though.
Yeah.
In some strip clubs, I don't know, but in Jacksonville, some strip clubs they need to work together more.
Well, Jacksonville period is what they call a crowd pot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's everywhere. It's just we just hopping in and out of Atlanta, so we really don't know the way, and people don't really know the people and stuff like that either. It's everywhere.
Not like Jacksonville though.
When I get my weight up, I'm gonna go back to Jacksonville.
Because we from Jacksonville, we done been around these people. We see the same people.
You not?
No, I'm from Decatur.
Oh, yeah,
I'm from Atlanta.
Decatur.
I was raised there.
Yeah.
Born in New York, raised in Atlanta. I've been here since '93.
Jacksonville, we just need to work together in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think, because I feel like it's a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? It could be more opportunity. Yeah. And what be happening is things will get started and it'll phase out so quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no longevity and nothing that, except for mascaras. It's still there. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
shut everything down.
Yeah. It's like it'll get started and then just fade away.
But I agree with you on the dancers need to work together.
Why do you want to keep talking about? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because it really bothered me though. I was at cocktails one night and they beat the girl from the dressing room to the parking lot, and security wasn't even stopping it. Like I wanted to break it up. Like that's my daughter. That's my mama.
Who?
Like,
the other strippers?
The other strippers. They beat the girl from the dressing room all the way to her car. They fought the girl all the way through the club, beat the girl all the way out. They was like jumping the girl. And I thought that was like, y'all all dancers, y'all job is to finesse dudes out their money. Work together and finesse the dudes out their money and bust it down.
Right.
Why is y'all fighting? It ain't even first a lot of money to be in there like that. So why is y'all fighting them just doing the money? I thought that was just like so bad. Like y'all sisters, black queens, and you know what I'm saying, y'all should work together on this. It's like, why did y'all beat this girl like this? It was just so bad. I wanted to break it up.
Why didn't you?
I would have to explain to my daughter like what I was doing out there. Something when now and somebody started shooting.
You got a lot of standards to hold up for your daughter, but I think you need to.
No, I mean I good. It just she would have been like, "Dad, what you even doing that in the first place though?" You know, I'm a promote. They play my music and all. And I'm going out to promote my barber. A lot of the dudes know me for cutting out, so they'll come to me to get a haircut. So
Speaking
it's all
of
about
that,
me making money.
You gotta let me know when my boy haircut coming up, that way I can meet him.
Who you want to meet?
Rawi. I know he smells so good. Yes.
You say he smells so good?
Yes, I just want to give him a hug. Yes, I know he smells so good.
That's so crazy because that's actually one of the questions I was gonna bring it up later, but because podcast topic today is starstruck. So being that everybody is in some form of entertainment, like who is it, that's already made it or is like kind of is on their way that you would just absolutely love to meet? So Rod Wave for you?
I mean, that's just the person I really, really, really like want to meet is Maxwell.
Oh, okay.
Grown man.
Kim?
I don't have no one. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Joyce, you got somebody?
Yeah, I got like 3 of them.
Okay, let's go. Let's hear it.
My first one, he died. Y'all done killed my man. It was Prince.
Prince.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Prince.
I like
I
Prince.
would love to meet Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates.
And Future.
Oh, okay. Now is that Joyce wanting to meet him or that damn Joyce wanting to meet? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we okay. All right. What about you?
I want to meet Eddie Murphy because I always grew up. It's more like longevity. I feel like he could mentor me and I could learn something from him. Because I always grew up looking at him on Beverly Hills Cop, Trading Places, all these movies, him doing Eddie Murphy Raw, and everything from that, switching up, doing Dr. Dolittle to like Nutty Professor. It just, I want him and Martin. Because I want to just learn from them, you know what I'm saying? And Denzel, of course. I've been looking at them since Mo Better Blues.
Right.
I want to meet them just more of like a mentorship, learning from them, and just asking them questions on how they got where they was at, you know what I'm saying? And just, just on that type too, though. I definitely want to meet him. Because Tupac, he already gone.
That's my soul. That was my soul.
I definitely want to meet
Tupac.
Music, I already want to meet Prince, though. Cause I think Prince is one of the greatest.
I love that man.
Because that man can play so many instruments. If you really listen, the rapping they doing now, Prince was really slick kind of rapping on some of this stuff. Because Prince would be like, and then he used crazy metaphors, like raspberry beret.
That's why he was a symbol.
Yeah, the kind you find at a secondhand store. He talk about a woman, her being classic and so innovative that you can't find her anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And a raspberry beret, it's just like he was so innovative with his words and how he did things though. And of course Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson
too.
Yeah. The reason why I want to meet Future and Gates is because I just like they hood. That's it. Like I know I'm way too old to be talking about,
You're not way too old.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I just like they style.
Okay, so I'll take it back. I want to meet Usher. Michael Jackson, Usher, Ludacris. These my husbands.
I met Ludacris.
Those are her husbands.
I would love to meet T.I.
Yeah, that was mine.
I would love to meet
T.I. is mine.
I love his hood too.
Yeah.
I
like his I love his business sense. I think it's like like how you can be able to take everything.
I didn't get a real chance to talk to him.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to do. I want to talk to the artists instead of just meeting them and
taking a
selfie. I want to actually talk to them. I had a chance to meet Shaq, but I ain't really had no conversation with him, and he was, you know, making jokes. He seemed like he's a good person, but I wanted to talk to him. I didn't have a chance to like really sit down and have a one-on-one, like, Shaq, who are you? Like, what do you do? You know, I mean, I know what you do, but
I gotta listen now, but
I want to meet P. Diddy too, though.
Oh yeah, to kind of get his.
Tyler Perry.
Of course, Tyler Perry.
I want to talk to Tyler Perry. I met him. I ain't had a chance to talk to him, though.
You seem like you and Tyler Perry.
Oh, now she
know,
probably
like,
got fired right now.
Angela
Bassett.
Yeah, she's
beautiful. Yes, I want to be her too.
Yeah.
That's my
her,
girl.
like,
it's amazing you said that because he seen something in me though. Because the first time I worked
you
with
met him. You said you have met him.
Yeah.
Oh, did you talk to him?
I talked, not really personally on set.
Okay.
Like when I first met him, he seen something in me because he kept paying me attention. Because at first he looked at me, he was like, because it was in the scene in Bruh. And I was sitting in the chair at the table. They brought me to the table. They brought me a sandwich and drinks and all that. And so I was messing with the sandwich wrapper. I think I was kind of nervous.
Wow. I was about to say, why didn't you go?
I was messing with the sandwich wrapper, and he looked at me. He was like, "Leave that sandwich wrapper alone." And then another scene, he looked at me again. He was like,
"You should have went to talk to him. That could have, Tyler Perry be putting people
on,
man.
This nigga crazy.
You can't talk to him on set though, cause a light bulb went wrong, and he has to do how long it's gonna take to get something right with it. He was like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Tyler Perry like I ain't got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he looked at me. He was like, "Move your chair back." And I moved it back a little bit, and I was like, "Oh snap!" He was like, "Move back some more." And I moved back some more, and I was like, "Hey, I moved back enough." There was a lot of pressure on them little 1 minute, and everybody looking, all the producers, all the and he say, "Move back some more." Move back some more, and he told the dude to move the tape back. He's like, "Rolling action."
Oh yeah.
And then when the TV show came out, I'm in the whole background of the first scene.
What show is this?
It's called Bruh, BRUH. If you look at it, it's like a long
Is it on
time.
BET?
Yeah, I'm just there just eating. And so he seen something in me. And then we was on Ruthless. It's like, I'm right here, and Tyler Perry's right there.
Okay.
And we just walking together on set. And he told me, he'd be like, "Get right there." And I'll move back a little bit. And they be like, "Rolling action," and shoot that scene. Another scene we was running. Another scene, they had the camera like this close, the camera like this big. It was like this close to me. And I had, one lady made herself cry. Oh, snap, she was making herself cry. And I was just looking all tense. I was like, oh.
You know you got it when you can make yourself cry on a snap of a dime like that.
But he cool though. He about his business though. Like he just playing
you
around.
can tell.
You can't talk to him on set though. You talk to you gonna know you can't talk to him on set though. But we do got the same energy because he started to be like, he gonna make it happen.
That's the thing. It's like you can't really talk to them when you on set. They just be like, you got to do this, then you got to do that. And you don't got no time to like have no conversation with them.
But Usher be acting funny though.
Usher?
Yeah. I'm disappointed. Cause I like Usher, man. Even though I like Usher, man. Cause I was in California. I'm in Hollywood. I pulled up.
That's the worst to meet.
Strip club. And don't judge me.
But your experience might be different.
It might be different because you're a female.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I was pulled up to the strip club in Hollywood. Nothing else wasn't really open. And
don't judge you. We've been talking about strip clubs.
So I hollered at the security. I'm like, man, they don't get popping until a little later. I'm like, man, I'm finna go to Random Donut. No, I'm talking about grab me a little donut. That was in like Iron Man, Randy's Donuts. So I went to Random Donuts. I whipped through the city a little bit. So I pulled back up, club popping. So he's like, man, Usher no. I was like, oh yeah. So all right. So I walked in there. I walked in like he a regular dude. I was like, what's up, Usher? And dapped him up. He looking like, dang.
Like, who is you?
Yeah, but he didn't want to take no picture of that. I want to take pictures. He was like, yeah. And I was like, I want to sing, get with you on some music or whatever. He was like, just send it to my Instagram.
Send it to his Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was disappointed because I was like, you know what I'm saying? We were really like a whole bunch of people in there. He was just like,
he didn't want to be bothered. He wanted to get his donut in peace.
No, I went to Random Donuts. I came back to the strip club. I seen him when I came back to the strip club.
Oh, so he was in the strip club.
He was in the strip club.
Oh, okay.
And I'm looking like, Usher, they just say you got herpes, man. You in the strip club.
Ooh.
Now they can't doubt you up.
You said that?
I want to wash my hands.
How
that
you
was before
know?
Corona. I'll wash my hands for Corona.
You know
you just
what?
start washing my hands.
She want to say something.
Now I'm disappointed.
I'm done.
No, I was just gonna say I had a little crush on Ice Cube, but like I wanna like.
Oh yeah, that's.
I think
He still got
eventually. Yes, he do. I eventually want to move to.
I want to meet Ice Cube too, though. I ain't gonna count though.
I want to meet all.
I would love.
I want to know all the legends over there.
Don't
move to Las
Vegas.
I want to. I had a little crush on Wiz Khalifa too, and Tahiti. Got with him, bro.
The West Coast different.
Yeah, I think that brought his whole.
What he did?
When he was with
Thing
Amber
down.
Rose, I don't know. I liked it them, but then I just had a crush on him. I used to go I used to drive to St. Augustine just to go to his concert.
He is from the West Coast, though. He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but still though, he's over there with Snoop. Yeah, he's over there with Snoop.
I'm disappointed in Snoop. I know y'all scared to say this and y'all not gonna say it. I'm disappointed in Snoop.
Why? What he did?
Snoop came with a legendary album with Doggy Style, and then a Chronic, and ever since then, Snoop, he cool. I want to meet Snoop. But I'm gonna tell him straight up his face, Snoop, you disappointed me. He went down. His music been trash ever since that.
Well, you know,
it's more business. Look at him. My daddy was born in the 70s, so like that's what I grew up on.
But dog, what he did on Doggy Style, man, that whole.
It's gonna change.
But sometimes I can't relate
I remember being 16. I rented a basic car, and I rode that whole day. In that stick shift, listening to Doggy Style. I went and seen a girl about 20 something on Emerson. I rode all across the ridge. I went to Emerson Arms. I'm listening to Doggy Style, man.
Well, maybe you know it's hard to recreate that same feel sometimes.
Chronic is legendary, man. And how you go from that to other music he made? I don't understand.
He done made it then, so it's kind of like he might not have
He's still the shit. Snoop Dogg is
I ain't saying he ain't a man.
Period. He just talking about his music, like it went flop. It's not like how it was back then.
Yeah, I mean not at all. Like he ain't ever since the Chronic and Doggy Style.
Why don't you write him and tell him his shit trash? And then
I'm gonna tell him.
I can get him on the show.
I'm like Snoop, I love you, bro. I got money.
But your shit trash.
You that dude, but your music is trash, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You probably know that.
But
I'm like
he's
from Doggy
so
Style,
that's
and I know you capable of doing better though.
Well, call him and tell him.
Yeah.
Y'all funny.
Let him know.
And I want to meet
Email
Megan.
Megan
Thee
Stallion.
Stallion.
Why?
She's beautiful.
She can't
Her
really.
is beautiful.
They say she was real raw though with her rapping, but the song
got
now
mainstream.
It's basic.
But you know what they have to do? They always have to dim it down.
Give me an MC
But she
Light.
independent, so
I
she
want
shouldn't
an
have to
MC Light
dim
type.
nothing.
What an MC Light say?
Yeah.
MC Light was raw.
But see
Yeah,
that era,
It's
I think that
MC
era
Light
that
was
kind of
hard,
just, you probably not gonna have that many.
Right.
They gonna stay
MC Light was
underground.
so hard.
You know what I'm
Salt and
saying?
Pepper
Like the
was
ones
hard,
like that, they gonna stay underground. So you might not have that much.
MC Light. Even Queen Latifah. She
They
came
be having
hard.
those reunions when they come back.
Yeah.
Times and change. You ain't gonna get no salt and
Yeah,
pepper.
you ain't gonna get that. That's gone. That's gone.
So you know, we talking about all these legends, black legends and whatever. Do y'all think like race plays a part in like the success now? You know what I'm saying? Do you think black people have to work harder? You know what I'm saying? Than now, or you feel like those people done already paved the way for it to be easier for us?
Yeah, I think in some aspects you still gotta work hard though, because I think we still kind of. I know Atlanta work together. I think other cities still not really working together. If most cities work together like Atlanta work together, they'd be more successful black people. Just like we were saying, like it's so much talent in Jacksonville, but it's like you got a few people that made it. You got like 95 South 69 Boys, Osiris, dude Woody that played Bobby Brown, and you know what I'm saying. You got MGZ on the beats and Chameleon, but you got so many other people that probably gave up because you go to one DJ, they want to pay you $300 to play your song for a couple weeks, and it's like if you only one DJ, dog, I ain't got 10 DJ, that's 3 bands. Who really got that unless you really not made it already, unless you got your own business, you making a lot of moves with, or you in the game selling dope. Like you got a lot of DJs like that ain't really trying to play your music. They looking at you like, dog, it's good, my nigga, but I gotta get the check. Instead of saying, let's work together. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play it and we could, I like the bottle system. Like, bro, cut my hair, man. Not play song, just keep my house fresh.
Right.
Or something like that.
Barter system. I love the barter system.
They do stuff like this,
Yeah.
Like they wanted me. I ain't gonna say the name, but they're a popular promoter in the city. I was hosting an event with a Joe Budden girlfriend from Love and Hip Hop in New York. That's before I was on Love and Hip Hop Miami. What her name is? The Puerto Rican girl that Joe Budden talked to.
Is it Erica?
No, it's Kim. Is it Kimberly?
I don't think that's all.
She light skin, right? Okay,
she's
so
Puerto Rican.
I think her name is. It starts with a K, I think.
Okay.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I can't really.
You got to do your
my
research.
gosh.
You
I think
cast for that now.
Kimberly or something like that.
She was cool. And Joe Budden, she played, and I was hosting an event with her. So they put me on the flyer to distribute to my fans, so people come out there and pay to go to the event. But when they sent the flyer to her, they took me off the flyer. And they want me to get clout from getting the people to follow me.
Jacksonville is
That was in Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville is stagnant.
And then when I was supposed to host the event, they wouldn't let me get the microphone. They wouldn't let me really host it.
So they just want your face. They were using you, were pimping you.
Pimping me, yeah.
They definitely don't help you in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They stagnant. They won't grow. Like Atlanta keeps growing and growing and building stuff.
Yeah.
Jacksonville don't do that.
You got to figure it out.
Just like I had a popular DJ. I was a popular DJ. The promoter put me on the radio. They advertised me on the radio. And I was like opening up for Yin Yang Twins. You know that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Sin Santana. That's
I don't know where I get.
Yeah, Sin Santana. Yeah. And then a popular DJ.
You probably mean Kim Bella.
Kim Bella, yeah. I'm thinking
about
about
Jules.
The promoter, his name Levi. He a promoter in the city. He put me on the radio and everything. And so the DJ, when it come time to be performed, they called the Yin Yang Twins or BG or whoever it was to say to perform. And I go on the promoter like, Levi, what's up, bro? He said, well, you see I advertise you on the radio and everything. I'm like, why?
But you can't get no in person.
The DJ ain't let me perform and let me open up. And I was advertising on the radio and everything. They done stuff like that. It's just like one DJ, like all the other DJs, I play my music that from him thing. The whole club be jumping off of it. Because I did a remix off that Hot Girl back in the days. And then when it come time for the main DJ to play, he won't play it. So it was like stuff going on like that in Jacksonville. That discouraged a lot of people from going forth with.
And they kind of flee to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Or Miami.
When you go to Atlanta, like, people take off. Like, more. Okay, and the same DJ, when I performed in Miami, he was like he was my dog.
Yeah.
Like when I got in front of, because they were messing with me in Miami, like I'm on stage, like it's in the office, one of the biggest strip clubs. All the bosses stand on stage with the strippers.
Yeah, because like Jacksonville, he probably a big fish in a small pond, but then you go down to Miami, he's still like trying to make himself.
You know what I'm talking about? He acting like dang, dog, he showing that love. Like, I ain't telling that though, but he showing love though. Because I had did the Gyro song, it was kind of popular. And a lot of DJs stopped playing it when the Gyro stopped losing. I'm like, dog, why y'all won't keep playing that? Because that's motivation for them to win though.
Right.
It's just so much. Jacksonville, they ain't trying to work with you. I got a homeboy, he trained for the Jaguars. Oh man, I like your song, dog. You gonna be on the sideline with me. We gonna be right here. You know what I'm talking about? Season started. I'm gonna call you right, dog. No phone call from.
Right. But once y'all get chance to get where y'all wanna be, right? The fame comes, the money comes, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is that one thing that y'all wanna be able to be known for after y'all make it?
Designing. I want to make some wines, I want to make some perfumes, and I want to design a few things. I'm still in between if I want to do products or architecture, but whatever it is, I just want it to be design.
So what are you going to do after you make it? Like,
what am I going to do after I make it?
Yeah, when they cut you this fat ass check, what you going to do with it?
It's a few things. I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to take care of my mom. I want to get a house. You talk about like that, like like I want to build me a few houses. My biggest thing is I want land. I want a lot of land. I want a land in Jamaica, property in Jamaica, property in Barbados, because that's my culture and that's where my family's from. I want to be able to just take care of my family, take care of people that I love. And something that I wanted to do when I was younger was start an organization just to help homelessness and kids. Especially girls, because I know what I had to go through growing up, being in an abusive household or whatever. So that's just a little bit. I have a whole lot of things I want to do.
That's good though. I like that.
Yeah. What about you, Joyce? Like,
well, I want to be what I want to leave behind. I want to be known for my laughs and my truth, and I plan on what I'm trying to do is just build something for my children to carry on. So, once I get into it, I'm going to try to, put them into it. So whatever that I might write or, that they can keep going further with it.
It can be legacy.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I plan on, my everything got to go to my children. Whatever I have, that's just, I don't see nothing else but that's my children is it. My mother and my father, I plan to put both of them crazy clowns together in the house.
It's gonna work out.
They hate each other.
It might be a reality TV show right there, huh?
Yes. So, it'll be never a dull moment. So
that's dope.
And I always wanted to have me a shelter for homeless people.
Oh, that'd be good.
And
that's a good thing.
Other than that, I want to help a lot of pregnant women and a lot of women that's the system has taken their kids. That's my number one.
Oh, that's
to
good.
help them to get their kids back.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
What about you, Super?
First I'm gonna pay my tithes. God. And then I want to build like the biggest, in all the cities that got the most crime. I want to build like the biggest community center. So young black men and whatever other race need help, they could do boxing. They could do they could do entrepreneurship skills. Where they could do like learn how to, like if they want to rap, they have a studio to. They can learn how to do beats. They can learn how to do entrepreneurship stuff, different computer skills. You know what I'm saying? Different trades, barbering. They can learn that. And you got young ladies. They can learn how to either be like do hair. You know what I'm saying? Do nails, do skin care. It'll be almost like a little skill center type, big skill center type thing, where they can learn trades and skills, so they won't have to get out here and get in the streets and do the wrong thing. Or they won't have to be caught up in a job, a dead end job. And then it could be like the young man might like to fight a lot, and might like to shoot. They could take that thing out in the boxing. Have the best trainers in there. The girls, they want to be cheerleaders. They want to like learn how to do fashion design, sewing clothes, be fashion designers. And they could all learn how to do that. And then they could like get a biblical, read the Bible, have counselors there for people who come from bad, broken homes, where they can learn how to be whole. And then have basketball, football, track, you know what I'm saying, swimming. All the sports, almost anything you can name, just building the kids up so they won't go down the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? Having that biggest community center for that. And then also, besides that, I want to build luxury condominiums and houses for single moms that accept Section 8 and hood. So I want to be all hood. You know what I'm saying? To keep it real clean, where they have like state-of-the-art wash and dry. You know what I'm saying? Have a computer now already. You know what I'm saying? It'll be luxury for the singer. They gonna get more. I'll be spending more than what they putting in, but I want to build it so they'll feel better about themselves when they come home. And then some type of program where I'll be able to like have a car lot, even if they got bad credit. I can help the single moms get cars, get transportation, stuff like that too. I want to do a lot for the single moms. And then I'm gonna meet with all the black men, because we say all this Black Lives Matter, but a lot of black men ain't taking care of their kids. Because they broke up with the baby mama, they just abandoned the kid. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fathers, so you got all these single moms trying to raise these kids. They don't know how to raise a man, so the male end up being weak and end up not being able to be a good father to their kids, and end up continuing to being I want to break some of these generational curses. So I'm going to go in all these cities and meet with all these men and so-called thugs, so-called gangsters, and say, hey, why you not being fathers to your children? We're going to really address that issue, because I ain't get along with my baby mom. We broke up, and they ain't make me stop being a father of my kids. I got put on child support that wasn't spent on the kids, so I know every angle it could come from, but I still was there. She told me I couldn't see my kids. I signed myself into school and seeing my kids on their lunch break. I mean, you know, when they eat lunch with them,
make a way, yeah.
But a lot of dudes give up. They're just not there for the kids.
You want a whole university.
Address that issue.
Super the Barber University.
Yeah. So I want to spend more doing that. And then, I want to get in, have generational wealth for my kids. But I'm going to teach my kids, because you can give kids something and they'll mess the money up. But you teach, you know what I'm saying? You give people fish, they're going to eat it up. But you teach them how to fish, and they're going to fish for a lifetime. So I'm going to teach my kids how they own money, start their own businesses, and you know what I'm saying? Basically have a school too. Have a elementary school, middle school, high school.
They start their kids off at 10, teaching them how to manage their money.
They have a different type of school. Like I said, that community center going to have everything. Anything you could think of, I want it to be like
nothing missing.
Nothing missing. Like, what you want to do, mama? You want to do nails? Okay, you come over here in this classroom. What you want to do? You want to learn how to make clothes or whatever? But okay, you come over here. Or you like doing skin care? You come over here. You like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, little man, what you like? You like electronics? Okay, what you want to do? C++? You want to do your own video games? We're gonna train you to coding so you can make your own apps, so you can make your own video games. You can do all that, because that's a problem. We ain't have this stuff in our communities growing up. We just had basketball, football.
Yeah,
everybody can't play basketball or football. Some kid might be a little nerd, but you picked on because you know how to break down a radio and put it back together when you 9, 10 years old. But why not You just talent. You might want to do music. Okay, you go over here to this class. You might be a little Prince coming up. You know what I'm saying? So you want to play every instrument. Okay, you go over here. We're going to teach you how to play instruments. That's what I want to do, give back to you. I want to break generation curses. So, because I get tired of seeing in my neighborhood, I got homeboys. Like, I sold homeboys. They weren't even selling dope when I was selling dope. When they got out of school, they decided they want to be a drug dealer. And their kids don't grow up. Some of their kids dead. And their kids in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my son. I ended up putting my son in that. My son was playing with tech decks with the little white kids, flipping little skateboards. Got sent him to better schools. You know, he grown. He work at a bank. And he got a clothing line. And he doing it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going out there. He don't think it's cool to sell drugs. He think it's cool to be an entrepreneur, to get your own clothing line, get your own business. You know what I'm saying? To be financial free that way. When the average, my other homeboy son kept staying there. One of my homeboys' son could have went on a full scholarship. Florida was looking at him. But he wanted to sell dope. Now he done got shot. Now he got a permanent limp. Now he locked up again now. So it's all about changing the environment. And so that's what I want to do, change the whole environment. Because I feel like a lot of people like could be doing it. 50 Cent, T.I., a lot of people got pulled, could be saying, hey, we need to be better black fathers. We need to treat our women better. And I think we need to treat the black women better too.
Yeah, I think that's huge.
You know what I'm saying? I know in song they call black women B's and H's, but it kind of go like, we degrade our women, so a lot of our women, y'all strong black women, a lot of women might get in that mindset, I'm a B and I'm a H. I ain't gonna go for further. I'm gonna just go dance. You know, I ain't saying no wrong with going dance, but you know, go and get you a beauty salon, go get you your own business from the dance. But some of them might not think they nothing to go forth and be what they want to be because the black men ain't leading them. And even though we ain't with our women, we might be with some of the women. Just like I got my baby mama still come to me for advice, cause they ain't got no real men in their life. Cause the other baby daddies ain't real men. So even though we ain't together, they'll come to me and say, when they got a business out there, what you think about this? What you think about that? You see what I'm saying? I think we just need to, even though we ain't with our baby mama, we still need to lead and guide them. Yeah. Like I still pay one of my baby mama's cell phone bills. Cause I know she ain't making enough money to pay her own cell phone bill. And I know she got to call the doctor for my son. She got to contact with the school. You know, when I might, can't do it. So, you know what I'm saying? So
I think like that's a common thing is like wanting to be able to reach back. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like my main thing. Yeah. When I make it. You know, so I actually wanted to build my own little community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like really just like transport the people into it. You know what I'm saying? But do it in a way to where it's like how you said. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach people how to fish. You know what I'm saying? But doing it in a way to where they'll receive it, it's not like not take it for granted. Like you don't want no handouts because that mentality can take them, you know, somewhere else. But for me though, I would love to go back to like my hometown and just do good there. Only because like my town is like 5,000 people. So we're real
Where you from again?
Charleston, Missouri.
Oh wow!
I ain't never heard of it probably, but
Charleston,
the Boot Hill. Y'all probably might have heard of that. I know y'all. It's not St. Louis, y'all. It's 2 hours from St. Louis, but you know, it's in a town. It's so small, so much talent. Like they're like a sports town, like football, you know, basketball. Like they pride they kids into sports, but it's very rare that they do it after, you know what I'm saying, they graduate from school. You know what I'm saying? It's like that they had like a couple of people who came out of my town that was, you know, big, and they just kept that pride there. Yeah. But the problem is if you don't get out of there as soon as you graduate, then you get sucked up into that. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to be able to just plant those people, you know what I'm saying, in a community to where it's like they're allowed to kind of be in their own zone of whatever it is that they doing, you know, sports related, because sports keep a lot of kids out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? It really does. And like you said, with the entrepreneurship, that's kind of close to my heart. I got a whole bunch of businesses, but I try to make them all work together, though. You know what I'm saying? To where it's kind of like, okay, I got this vision, but it can all come together to where, you know, somebody has a place somewhere in it.
I like that. That's good. And then they probably need more stuff they can do besides sports, because everybody ain't really good at sports.
Yeah.
Like, and then they feel like they ain't doing that. Like, dang, everybody playing sports.
Yeah.
Like,
so
dang.
you got the ones that are smart, because the one thing that I love about my little town is they got them 20, 30-year teachers. So I had my daddy's teachers growing up.
Yeah.
So it's not like that turnover. You know what I'm saying? That they had people who done been there, done that. They seasoned.
Right.
And if you ain't acting right, they picking up the phone, calling grandma, auntie, hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's kind of what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because between home life and school and then church, you know, it's kind of like where they spend all their time at. So if you can get them to have like good role models and stuff in those areas, I feel like, you know, that they could actually be able to come and actually do something. You know?
I think everybody got some good visions.
Right. What about you, Misha?
It seems like everybody has like pretty much the same goal and wants. When I get that big check,
turning up.
I already know the house that I want to buy in Jacksonville. That's just like for when I want to, you know, come back and forth. I always have me a place to stay. Eventually, you know, just want to watch my money multiply. So I'll fix that house up, probably a few houses in that area, and rent those out. At the end of everything, when I retire, when I'm financially able to do so, I do want to move to Jamaica. I do.
Okay, you want to live in Jamaica?
Yes.
I like that. I like that, man. I love Jamaica.
I want to move to Jamaica.
I love Jamaica, boy.
Yeah, I have 3 cars that I want. My 3 dream cars that I want.
What are those?
Yeah,
I'm curious. Let me see if they the same
first
as mine.
One is it's a GLE. It's a Benz coupe. That's what I want. I want a Jaguar and I want a Porsche. I also want a Ford Raptor. Just, yeah. I want it like a yellow, like a matte yellow.
Ford Raptor.
Yeah, I want a Ford Raptor.
Okay.
Inspired by Pee Wee Longway.
That's like a truck, huh?
Yeah, a big truck, real big
what
truck.
What you know about that?
Anyway, every car I've ever had was always bigger than me. So I ain't.
I had that Ford Lightning. The Lightning outrun the Raptor. You know about that?
Anyway, I do plan on moving to Atlanta. I don't see myself here more than 5 years. I'm gonna give myself maybe like 1 or 2 just to give myself a boost. Like I said, I do wanna I wanna move further to the West Coast. Like I wanna go to California. Cause I just know the vibe there is just totally different.
It's different.
It's totally different. But my dream, my passion again is to, you know, just inspire. Like my target is going to be women, but I know there are some men out there too. But my main target with speaking would be with women. You know, if they have any questions, like just not on no, like I guess you could call it counseling. But not like a suicide prevention line or nothing like that. It's more like whatever questions you have about life, you know, when I get to that point, like I'm not perfect or anything like that, but like if you have like anything that you want to talk about, you got any questions as far as like relationships, money, just anything, like I want to be able to help you because, I mean, no offense to nobody, but, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't have nobody to tell me about what the world was about. Instead, I was hidden. The world was hidden from me, and like I just want to be able to help somebody. But like I don't see it as a bad thing because I in a way I could be the special one, the golden child to actually have to go through some things to be like, hey, this is what happens in the real world. Yeah. You know, give me some life lessons or whatever. But I just want to be there for other women. You know, try to build them up and let them know what's really going. Especially the younger. You know, just let them know that don't commit yourself to one guy. Don't commit yourself to one job. Don't commit No, what I'm trying to say is that you sit around, you sit there, listen, you sit there and you in middle school, you know, elementary, you
that's your world
see,
back
you
in
see,
high school, middle school.
Yeah, when you see a classmate, a guy classmate, your first thing is you like him. You don't even know what like is. You just get that feeling. It feels different. So with my situations was with my last 2 relationships is that it was different. It just it was a feeling that I never felt before. So of course, like what Rodway said, he gave his heart to anybody that called it home. So I felt that because it was like it was a different feeling than what I ever had. So it's like that's what I went to, but that wasn't real love. I never to me I never really was shown like I don't know what real love is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once I get to that point, like again, like you don't have to commit yourself to one guy. Like I've only been to New York, I've been Jacksonville, I've been to Atlanta, and I just see different people, and it's like the guys here, like I'm just worth more. Like I can. So I walked in the club last night.
What was hidden from you?
Oh Lord! Tell me when she walked in the club.
No. When I walked to the club last night, it's like I was like a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And it's like to me, it boosts my self-esteem because it's like I still got it. Misha, like you got it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. You didn't have to settle for nothing in Jacksonville. You didn't have to settle for that. Don't. So that's what I mean by don't commit yourself. You're not committed. You're not married. You're single until you are married. Date all of them. Take them all back. Have options. Don't sit there and because you see that one guy you like him, now you love him. No. It's more fish in the sea.
Because it get you tunnel vision.
I see what you're saying.
Like don't commit yourself. Like men, they don't commit. They got options. So guess what? When they come back, they're like, you know what? I like the Keisha. Keisha was this. Keisha, you know what I'm saying? They got options that they can go back and look back. And women should be that. Not saying you should go and sleep, but date around. Like see what's out there. See what's offered. And that's not just to men. That's jobs. That's what you want to do what you want to be out of life. Because I would have been stuck with somebody that I didn't want to have a baby with. Yeah. So it just goes
It's kind of like that in Jacksonville though. A lot of guys they don't really respect the women and treat the women good though.
Yeah. That's everywhere. That's everywhere. That's everywhere.
Yes or no? What do you feel was hidden from you?
Yeah, it's just like
stagnant.
it's like that everywhere, but it's like. But a lot of women in Jacksonville they want the wrong guy.
It's not just in Jacksonville. It's everywhere.
I know, but I'm saying you say you felt like a celebrity here. You didn't feel like a celebrity in Jacksonville.
I think he mean like the type of guys that's in Jacksonville versus the type of guys here in Atlanta. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, see, I'm just saying like she said she felt like a celebrity down here. It's like, okay, I done heard the guys in Atlanta, they pay for girls to come in their sections at clubs. The pretty girls to come in their sections. Like, they be on, here, I think they probably treat the women a little bit more better though. You know what I'm saying? Than what I've seen in Jacksonville. Because it's like, and then Jacksonville kind of go both ways.
Don't get me wrong, there are some men in Jacksonville that, I want to take you out, I want to do this and I want to do that, but that don't mean I have to settle for what's in Jacksonville.
Do you think because, you know what I'm saying, here in Atlanta you would be considered like fresh meat, like you ain't
so I see it as that. So it's like I'm not going to limit to my, these guys, they're different from the ones in Jacksonville. No. Guess what? I'm going to hop up and I might go to Tennessee, go to California and find, different guys or whatever, but I'm not going to just settle for nothing in Jacksonville or Atlanta. That's my big thing. Like, I don't have to settle for no guy because there are there's somebody out there that wants to do exactly what that's going to give me. Exactly. I don't have to settle. Right. That's my bottom line. Whether they're in Jacksonville, whether they're at the Silver Fox, whether they're at DJ, whether they're in Atlanta, or whatever.
Choice is awesome.
Now, what is it that you missed? What was that question? What did you say? You was like, no offense to nobody, but you said you wasn't.
Like I feel like
what did you miss growing up?
So when I was growing up, like nobody sat me down and was like, okay, this is what it is. Like I when I did get out, I learned on my own pretty much, like.
Cause you feel like you was sheltered, had to stay in the house.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was.
Well, see, I kind of know what she's saying though, because when my little girl was like, what she was like, she was young, and I told her straight up, she was like, Protestant elementary school. I say, a dude gonna tell you whatever you want. A dude will tell you anything you want to hear.
That's not what
so they can do faster with you. I'm just saying, I don't know.
I mean, fathers play a part in it too.
Let me see.
She's talking about like.
Did you go with your mom?
No, let me just tell her what I told my
daughter.
I know
both. I know my mom and my dad.
She's talking about us growing up.
No, I'm just saying what I told my daughter.
As me didn't show her.
I don't think she really saying that.
No, it's not negative. It's not. I'm not taking it as negative. I'm taking it as. I know what she's saying. I basically kept them sheltered in the house, basically.
And it made it a little difficult.
I wasn't.
So it was all new. So when I did get out the house,
it was like
I did the things that were hitting for me because I'm like, well, what's that? You know, like I ain't never seen that before.
So you bump your head when you you know what I'm saying.
I didn't let them go stay the night at nobody's house. Everybody had to come to my house. Everything was
my house. I agree with you on that.
So I was always like this, but then I learned a valuable lesson at the same time, and I dealt with my other children kind of sort of in a different way. That no matter,
see the oldest ones
you gonna get out. You gonna get out. You gonna get out.
Know what to do with like your first couple ones.
I let her go. I let her go like spend the night sometimes.
I did. And I did. And I had my reasons for it. When I was parenting, I ain't trust my brother, my daddy. I ain't trust my friends, girls. Nobody. I'm telling you straight up, nobody was trusted.
I want to tell you what I told my daughter.
A lot of stuff that I did, I don't blame my children for feeling the way that I wouldn't blame them for.
But you were just trying to protect them. Ain't nothing
trust me. That's why I wasn't offended. I was like, what did you I did. I kept my kids in the. I got a 16-year-old son, 17. I do everything I could to keep him in the house. I don't care what it is, and I do. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I have this very, very big fear that if my children leave from up under me, something bad gonna happen.
You gotta know that you prepared them enough to at least be able to experience it.
You think overprotecting them
it kind of makes them.
Y'all listen. It is not even that, and
it's a disservice to them, just from my experience, because I was a church person and I ain't come off. And when I came off the porch, my cousin was my person I looked up to, and that was not the right route to go. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't talk. My grandma was, she was in it. She taught. If it was anything, pray about it. That was her thing.
Let me shorten this though. I'm gonna shorten this. Okay. We're gonna leave it. I'm gonna shorten this. I'm living with my mother. Okay. Living with I ain't gonna go there. Just something I ain't
gonna. Right.
It got passed down.
It got
passed down.
I'm gonna leave that all out.
Okay, all right.
Please,
y'all. Let me just tell you what I told my daughter though.
Let's get it in.
But listen.
Let me should not finish.
I'm not gonna leave men out. I do. Again, we got some same goals. I want to help the men out. There are a lot of homeless men on the but the way I got it is it's very organized. I still have some details or whatever, but I've been thinking about it. It's just there's a family member of mine, and I just feel like when they're being helped, they just need somebody in their corner. They need somebody to push them, and I feel like sometimes men, some men they
need mentorship support.
Yeah, they need somebody that's gonna put them. They need somebody that's gonna stay in their corner and push them to do what they need to do. And I feel like by a man, by them being a provider, like they need that push. So what I plan to do is have meal building as well, and helping them have like a. Make sure they have like a gym in there where they can boost their self-esteem. Like I'm gonna also have, like stuff that's gonna boost self-love, self-esteem. Because you get a man in the gym, they start feeling this stuff. Right. Just like with a woman, you get a hair done, you get her nails done. Like she start, having some type of get them a job and stuff like that. Yeah. So I've mapped it out a little bit. So that's my target is men. So I know yours is like women, right?
It's
children.
yeah, it's homelessness and then helping girls, but of course, you know, it's open for girls and boys. But I know I just want to help, like, especially going into teenage years, growing up.
Yeah. And then another thing, I've volunteered at these places in Jacksonville, these rescue places, and like I've always had a problem with the way they feed these men. Like they just pin, like, you know, and I'm like, I'm not a cook. I want to like I want to be able to cook because they gonna get 3 full course meals every day. I just want to, you know, they supposed to seriously, you know. Yeah, especially the men because
they're supposed to be the leaders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta kind of, you know, put enough energy into that. Mothers, to me, is just kind of instinct to be, you know what I'm saying, mothers, and you come with these qualities. But with men, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta, you just gotta be, you just kind of go ahead and do that.
It's like, you know, want to feed a man and all that.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta build.
When I get that check, and I get my husband, we get catered to. We get the chef. We get the chef. No, I will. No, I plan on. Like, I see myself. I manifest. I see myself in my wraparound kitchen, and I'm like, I got a chef. I got a personal chef. You know, we doing it together. You know, I'm cooking all kinds of food across the table. You know, Caribbean food, just American food. You know.
That's a good little segue into this next question, which is, now that y'all done got y'all checks, y'all done did what y'all supposed to do, how do y'all think being in the limelight in each segment or whatever is gonna affect y'all relationships?
Like with people,
family, significant others.
See, the people been dropping down. Like the people I used to talk to, they been dropping down. So I feel like I ain't gonna have no problems because the ones that's here, I already know who I'm gonna take care of, and it ain't many. So it's not affecting me at all. Mm-hmm. So,
what about you, Kim? Like, how you feel like the relationship's gonna be affected once you get them all them zeros after
I guess when it happened, we will see. Like, I pray for God to not bring no trash in my life. So whoever needs to be there, hey, they don't need to be there. They ain't gonna be there. But you know, everything happened the way that it's, you know, the way for a reason. And if whoever falls off. Like I said, if they're not supposed to be there, then they're gonna fall. The ones that's gonna be there with me to the end, they'll be there.
It seems like the closer you get, the more they just keep, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like inching down. I don't know if that's, I was asking because, you know, that's kind of happening. You know what I'm saying? People are kind of like shutting the door on themselves. You know, when they see you doing things, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like be peeping around the corner, you know, just, okay, they watching you. And then next thing you know, when you get big, they either gonna come out the woodwork or they gonna start hating on you. One or the other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious, like, is that something that's gonna be an issue? Well, I can't really be like now because I don't feel like everybody is gonna be the same in the same situation now as when they will be when the checks get here. But is it gonna be like drive a wedge? Like, are we dealing with people now who's gonna have a problem with us being where, you know, at our best self or whatever on the screen or whatever?
My friends don't even know what's going on. They steady just rooting me on. They just like, oh, Misha, you cute. What you doing tonight? And they listen. These people, they think I'm a porn star. They think I just don't tell them what I'm doing because I want to, you know, make it happen first, and then, you know.
I got a lot of people right now that's not clapping for me. I mean, when you put that picture up for me, it was a lot of people that was on the outside was like, congratulations. I'm like, okay. But the people that's close and around me, like all my coworkers, nobody clapped for me. And I noticed that. And I noticed that every day on my job, somebody telling a lie on me. It's been a continuous thing, somebody lying on me. And it's like, okay, but I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't deal with a lot of people no more. Nobody comes and visit me. And I'm not mad. I'm not happy. It's just my little small circle. You get what I'm saying? And I was just saying, I can't even get nobody to clap for me. Even the nigga that I was dating with dating. Even the nigga that I was dating, I can't even get him to clap for me. Like, nobody clapping for me. It's just people that ain't never been on my Facebook page clap for me. But where all them co-workers that was clapping for me a while ago? Everybody just went away. And my prayer every morning is that separate me from the people that don't mean me no good. Remove any and everybody out of my life that does not mean me any good, and place me around people that's positive, that's going the same direction that I'm going. I don't care how people feel, because people gonna, when I get a check, because people gonna feel the way that they feel anyway. When you start to move up and progress, people already label, oh, she thinks she better. She thinks she better. It's not that you know, they could call you and you don't answer them. Oh, she thinks she better now. Yeah, don't forget where she came from, all this. I never forget where I came from.
So don't
I just don't have, I will get back with you later. I just don't have that time right now because I'm busy. I'm doing something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't feeding me. You ain't doing nothing but calling me with bullshit.
Your biggest cheerleaders gonna be the ones
they gonna promote you. They gonna promote you. The ones that hate you gonna be the ones to promote you. Trust me.
Now I got a big question, Joyce.
Go ahead.
So, you know, when you write this final part of your play and you get this man, you know what I'm saying, and he come to your life and everything is all good, do you think he's gonna have a problem when you're traveling, doing shows and comedy, or is he gonna be one of the ones that's by your side? Is that written in there?
He's gonna be one that's gonna be by my side, because I'm gonna make sure I don't have to change nothing about me. I don't have to alter nothing about me. The way I talk, if I'm loud, nigga, you like because I'm loud. You ain't gonna be talking about me, oh, she loud, and other people say, oh, your girlfriend loud. He gonna say, shit, I like that.
Yeah,
he's gonna like every fucking thing about me. She loud, she ghetto, she this, she that, everything.
Got a filthy mouth.
Everything about me. I'm going to make sure that my next guy, I don't have to change nothing about me. The way that I talk, I will not let nobody else steal my joy, my happiness, my peace. No more stealing who I am. I had to actually change who I was. You know, my funny just got stolen from me. I was like, when I was on Facebook, everybody loved me at one point in time. I shut down for my last relationship because he couldn't handle who I was. And that's where I fucked up at. Because I wasn't Joyce. I'm that damn Joyce. I'm Joyce. I'm not filtered. You get what I'm saying? I'm Joyce. I'm her. So whoever want me, gonna have to be him. And that's how it's gonna be. You gonna have to be him. I'm not changing down who you are to accept someone else. And that's where we fuck up at when you got to change for somebody. You might as well say, hey, you ain't the one for me.
Exactly.
You ain't the one.
Because you lose yourself.
If I take my shoes off and you got a problem with it, If I snatch my weave off, you got a problem with it, you better help me sew that bitch back in. You know what I'm saying? Baby, come on, let me help you sew your hair back in.
Sticking the needle in your head.
Every now and then
I get lashes on.
Every now and then I get these these lessons. Like last night, like I pay attention to a lot of stuff. So like last night I'm talking to this guy. He was trying to match or whatever, and like he just everything he said, I had a comeback for it, and that's who I used to be. I used to be that one where I just didn't. It's like I just always had something to say, not in a bad way. It's more like I'm checking you because you just told me this, and I want your stories. Like you just can't come up to me and just tell me anything. Stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was like, "Dang, baby, you just gotta come back for everything. Whoever your nigga is, you must be giving him a run for his money." And like it just like in my mind, I was like, "Dang, this is who I used to be." Like somebody actually told me the other day. They say, "Misha, you getting right back. I can see it. You getting back to the person that." I can't say a few years ago I was who I'm supposed to be, but I was like finding myself, and then it just got.
And you maturing in it.
It got disrupted because I hadn't followed love or whatever that was. I wasn't love.
You make it sound so bad.
Love is not. Yeah, I'm just getting my. Love ain't bad. Love ain't bad. It's just certain things. Again, you don't commit yourself to. Yeah, it just wasn't the one. Love is out there. I'm not gonna say love is not out there. I'm gonna have love. I'm gonna have. I'm sensual. I love love, but because I've been in love for so long, like that relationship.
Right now, you're at a place where you gotta rebuild.
Like I'm good. Like you think I want a relationship right now? No.
I mean, but I think we all need that.
Was that all right? Because
I know you ain't want to see her be hurt.
Yeah, your facial expression did. Your facial expression did like when just now when he was saying I was glad he was checking on you because I was about to say the same thing.
About what? No, I was heated about that relationship. I wasn't thinking about something.
You beat him up in your head. Okay.
No. I was just thinking when I said I lost my funny and I lost my fans. I had a lot of fans like.
But you gonna get it back though.
I know it's gonna come back, but it's just the things that I'm just thinking about when, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just leave it like this. I'm the type of woman, you know, I bring 10 tables and 100 chairs to the table. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have just set up for what I did.
But I like Misha's point. Yeah. Like she's at the point where it's all about her right now.
It's all about me.
You know,
and everybody think it's a problem too.
Yeah.
Like
you know that's why we gotta know ourselves before we
when you have
pair somebody with that.
That's when all them want to try to come talk to you.
A lot of people don't like it. They don't like it because they see your shine. That's why I'm not worried about. It's like I was getting more likes. It's not about likes and stuff like that. But something else she hadn't said something like about how like you don't have your fans no more. Like it's like people will see your light before you see your own. To be honest, and then when you finally see your light, that's when because some people don't want you to see it. They don't want you to see it. But when you see that light, that's when it happens.
I'm gonna say something. When I had just broke up with old dude, I had this look, this real dark, this terrible look on me. You know what I did? I turned a negative into a positive. I got on the damn bridge. I went to walking every day. I went shedding off pounds. I saw the difference in the people that was around me. They started talking about it. She's losing weight real fast. She's sick. But I was walking the bridge every day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And walking that bridge, it was doing something to me. I saw people changing and right now my co-workers, I got to keep bringing them up because they're my biggest fans. They always be talking about me.
You said you prayed about that. So that's what's happening.
No. I'm saying but I'm just saying about how I found myself when I started getting on that bridge. It started building me up.
You got yourself time. Like you got time for yourself, and there's no.
I fell in love with me by being on that bridge because I lost weight and I lost dead weight. You know what I'm saying? I lost weight, I lost dead weight, and the more I walked on that bridge, I started feeling better about myself. People was complimenting me. You look good, and. You know what I'm saying?
That's your therapy.
That was my therapy. And I started falling in love with me. And then that's what made me get to the point the way I said, okay, hit this omelet, I'm done.
Inside joke. But just, we finna be wrapping up a little bit here. But just one final question. Okay, so y'all at this place right now. What would you tell your former self? Did you do anything differently? You know what I'm saying? That you would you have made a different choice, a different do a different move or whatever if you knew then what you know now when it comes to, I don't know, just your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you have had those kids? Would you have made that move from one state to another? You know what I'm saying? Would you chose that man or that woman? What is like one thing that you guys would, you know what I'm saying, just change about what you decision or something that you did in the past?
I think what you know now, like if you knew what you know now, I feel like that kind of like take the. I'm pretty sure everyone has their own story, and there are some things that have happened that I'm just like. No, we're going to skip that part. We're going to jump over that part. I never made that decision, but I just feel like it's going to take it's just going to take, I wouldn't say the fun, but it's going to take some things out of it, because if you didn't go through those things, again, I know you're going to know what
the outcome is.
What the outcome is, but it's like, where's the fun in it? Where's the motivation? Where's the jumping? Because if
if you don't do, if you go through life and you like, okay, I remember I went left, let me go right.
It's gonna take it off. It's gonna
but how you know that you might have not ended up in the same, you know what I'm saying, still in the same place.
I think that this what happened to us was destined for us. I mean, I think this.
So you wouldn't change anything about anything in the.
I think it was all God's plan. I mean, this what
I change it still. I don't care.
What I would change about my life is I wouldn't have took so long to do the things that I wanted to do. I wouldn't have set up and listened to. I always feel like, you know how they say, I'm gonna go on this trip, I'm gonna buy this car when I save up this much money. You'll never be able to save up that much money. You get what I'm saying? So when you have the opportunity to do things, you should do it right then. Don't procrastinate. Because I was listening to a motivational speaker, and he was saying he was saying that the lady was saying she was gonna go back to college when her kids get in middle school. They got in middle school. Oh, I'm gonna go when they get in high school came. Oh, I'm gonna go when they get out of college. And then next thing you know, she's 60 years old. It didn't happen. So I'm right now, anything that you can do now, there's nothing holding you back. Do it. Just do it. Do it. I believe that God will carry you through and everything. Just do it.
I'm with what Misha said. I want to really. I'm with what Misha said.
Oh my God.
With what Misha said and what Joyce said, it's like those two put together. I will make a choice to jump to the opportunity quicker than to wait and wait and wait. But at the same time, I'm with what Misha said, because certain things, everything is orchestrated in its way for a reason. And if I had stopped certain things, I wouldn't have met you. You know what I'm saying? It would have had an effect where maybe certain things wouldn't have happened. Good things that I need.
Like you'll pick like certain stuff you like, okay, I'm definitely not gonna do that.
It helped me grow as a person and matured me, and it just kind of molded me into who I am. So I would just tell myself, hey, you gonna be all right. You gonna be good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
What about you, Super?
Y'all forgot me on the last question too.
And be quick.
What was your last question? What was your last question?
About when she making in the industry, like do people still with the same people in your relationship with?
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad. Sorry. Go ahead. Put it all in one. We'll extend the time a little bit for you.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna let nobody hold me back though. So it's like whoever ain't gonna ride and they understand.
Okay. All right, folks. We hear the clock in the background, but we ain't gonna be rude to Super. Come on, just give us.
Yeah, basically like whoever went and they understand I'm in the entertainment industry and I'm going to fulfill my dreams. Then it's like they not meant to be with me. They ain't gonna ride it out. And they ain't gonna stick it out because I ain't gonna let nobody hold me back for my purpose.
Right.
Because I don't know if everybody believes that. We all on this earth for a purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's pretty
that we can agree on.
That's how I ain't gonna let nobody hold me back. And then also on the other question, I want to do nothing different though, because I kind of push my dream to the side. I want to raise my kids to be successful adults and teach them how to be adults, teach them how to be successful and what it takes to be successful. So I did that, and they all on the good path. So
I'm kind of the same. I think all my situations made me who I am. So if I handpick something that I don't know if I would kind of be the same person right now. So I think hindsight, I probably wouldn't change anything. Give me the bad relationships, because I always take something from that, right. And I learn about myself. Right. People gonna be who they are, but once you get into a point where you can be able to analyze, it take two people. You know what I'm saying? So if I work on the part that I can control, which is myself, and just make me better for the next person, you know what I'm saying, or the next ship.